Okay, so we're going to work on percent error and percent change. So these are very similar. The process is basically the same, however, you're finding two different types of situations. So percent error, that's just telling you what percent your error was, so like your estimation amount. Okay, so our formula tells us that we use our approximate value minus the exact value. So approximate value minus the exact value, and then we divide by the exact value. So if you see these bars, you might be wondering what this means. And this just means absolute value. Absolute value is the distance from 0. So for an example, if you subtract and you get a negative answer, so let's say we got -4. Well, absolute value means how far from 0 is -4. Well, we know it's 4 units away from 0, so therefore we would use +4, which is all this means. So we find the difference and then divide, and then we multiply that by 100 so that we can get our answer as a percentage. So let's look at number 1. 450 students registered for an art camp. 380 students showed up. Calculate the percent error. So first we need to know what our approximate value is. So 450 students registered, so that's what we were estimating to show up. So 450 students registered. Only 380 students showed up. We know we're going to have to subtract that and divide by our exact amount. Well, there were exactly 380 students. Okay, so 450 minus 380 would be 70. Okay, and then we need to divide that by 380. So 70 divided by 380. And you'll get 0.1842 and some more numbers. From that point, we want to multiply this by 100 to change it to a percentage, which gives us approximately 18.4%. There was an error of 18.4%. Okay, number 2. Doctors estimated that a baby would be 6.5 pounds. So there's our estimated value. The baby actually weighed 5.8 pounds. So we got to find our percent error. So we have 6.5 pounds minus 5.8, and then we're going to divide it by 5.8. So 6.5 minus 5.8, which is 0.7, and then we're going to divide that by the exact amount of 5.8. So we have 0.7 divided by 5.8, which gives us 0.1206.8. And then if we multiply that by 100, that would give us 12.068. So if we're looking here, we want to round to the next digit. We could just say approximately 12.1%. So they was off by 12.1%. Okay, number 3. Kaya thought she could raise $400 for her fundraiser, and she actually raised $550. So here our actual amount is more than our estimated amount. So this is where that absolute value comes in. So if we wrote it, the approximate value is 400. Our exact amount is 550. And then we're going to divide by 550 because that's our exact amount. So 400 minus 550 would give you negative 150 divided by 550. But remember, it wants you to use the absolute value. So negative 150 is how many units from 0. Well, it's 150 units away. So 150 divided by 550 is what you would do, which would give you 0.27 repeating. So it's 0.272727, so on. So again, multiply by 100, and that gives you approximately 27.3% error. Okay? So let me move to percent change. So percent change will be your new amount minus your original amount. My pen never wants to work. And you divide that by the original amount. And then again, you would multiply by 100. So our new amount is 300. And again, you use absolute value here. So 300 minus our original amount of $450. And we're going to divide that by our original amount, which is $450. So we'd get negative 150 again, but we want to use the absolute value. So we'll use positive 150 and divide that by 450, which will give you 0.3 repeating. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and it keeps going. Same thing, we multiply that by 100 to change it to a percentage, and that gives us approximately 33.3% change. Okay, let's go to number 4. So we have 400, so our new amount minus our original amount divided by the original amount. So 400 minus 25 is 75. And then you're going to divide that by 325, which is 0.2307. Multiply by 100, and you get 23 point, and we'll round this up to 1. So 23.1%.